Welcome. So we are solving a question which is based on frequency response from the subject signals and systems. So it says that the system under consideration is an RC low pass filter. So we are given that the system is an RC low pass filter with R equal to 1 kilo ohm and C equal to 1 microfarad. So the value of R and C are given to us, and it is given that this is an RC low pass filter system. Then it says that let H of F denote the frequency response of the RC low pass filter. So H of F is denoting the frequency response of this low pass filter. Then it says that F1 is the highest frequency such that 0 is less than F is less than F1. Then it is given the relation between the frequency response. So H of F1 divided by H of 0 must be greater than or equal to 0.95. Then it says we have to find the value of F1 in Hertz. Okay, so first of all it is given that this is an RC low pass filter and value of R is given as 1 kilo ohm and C is given as 1 microfarad. So this question is in two parts. First we have to find the value of F1. So first let's draw an RC low pass filter and find its frequency response. So this is an RC low pass filter. This is your V naught of S output voltage. This is an Vi of S. This is your R and this is your C. So you can see that for very low frequencies, this capacitor will be open circuit, so V naught will be equal to Vi, and for very high frequencies this capacitor will be short circuit. For low frequencies the capacitor will be short circuit. For low frequencies the capacitor will be open circuit, so V naught will be equal to Vi, and for high frequencies the capacitor will be short circuit, so V naught will be equal to 0. Okay, so I will write low frequency, your capacitor is open circuit, so V naught of S equal to Vi of S, and for high frequencies the capacitor will be short circuit, so V naught of S equal to 0. So this acts as a low pass filter. Now we have to find its frequency response. So the frequency response will be V naught of S upon Vi of S is equal to 1 upon Sc plus divided by R plus 1 upon Sc. So this will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus Src. Okay, so H of S is equal to 1 upon 1 plus Src. Okay, this is your H of S. And if we have to find H of j omega, then just replace S with j omega. So H of j omega equal to 1 upon 1 plus j omega Rc. Okay, so and H of F, for F we will use omega equal to 2 pi f, so 1 plus j 2 pi f Rc. So mod of H of F, mod of H of F will be equal to 1 upon under root of 1 plus 4 pi square f square r square c square. Okay, mod of H of F will be equal to 1 upon under root of 1 plus 4 pi square f square r square c square, and it is given that mod of h of f1 is greater than equal to 0.95. Because if you see h of 0, if you put f of 0, if we have to find h of 0, then h of 0 will be equal to 1, because if you put f equal to 0, this term will become 0, so h of 0 will be equal to 1. H of 0 will be equal to 1. So this is your h of mod of h of f. Now if we square both the sides, then what we get is 1 upon 1 plus 4 pi square f square r square c square must be greater than or equal to 0.9025, because h of f1, this will be f1, so just square this and square this, so 0.95 square is 0.9025, and if we take it that side, then 1 upon 0.9025 is 1.108, so 1.108 must be greater than 1 plus 4 pi square f1 square r square c square, and if you subtract 1 from both the sides, then what we get is 0.108 must be greater than or equal to 4 pi square f1 square r square c square. So what we get is f1 must be less than or equal to 0.108 upon 4 pi square r square c square. Now r is given as 1 kilo ohm and c is given as 10 to power minus 3. R is given as 1 kilo ohm and C is given as 10 to power minus 6, that is 1 microfarad. C is given as 1 microfarad, so value of C will be 10 to power minus 6 and value of R will be 10 to power 3. So if you square it, then there will be 10 to power minus 3, and if that goes in numerator, it will become 10 to power 3. So you can do it multiplied by 10 to power 3. This is your f1 square. f1 square must be less than 0.108, sorry, it will be 10 to power 6, because r into c is equal to 10 to power 3 into 10 to power minus 6. So r into c is 10 to power minus 3, so r square c square will be equal to 10 to power minus 6. Okay, so when you take it into the numerator, then it will become 10 to power plus 6. So this is your f1 square. Now if you take square root of both the sides, then f1 must be less than or equal to 0.108 under root of 0.108. Square root of 10 to power 6 is obviously 10 to power 3. Square root of 4 pi square is 2 pi. So f1 must be less than 0.108 into 10 to power 3 divided by 2 pi, and under root of 0.108 is equal to 0.329. So if you solve it, you will get 52.2 as the answer. F1 must be less than or equal to 52.2. So the maximum value of F1 is 52.2. The maximum value of F1 is 52.2. Now in the second part, the same question has a second part. It says that let Tg of f be the group delay function. So we are given that Tg of f is the group delay function of the given LPF, and f2 is equal to 100 Hz. Then we have to find Tg for frequency f2. So we have to find the group delay at frequency f2 in millisecond. So the group delay is given as Tg is given as minus d theta of omega upon d omega. Okay, where theta of omega is the phase angle of the transfer function h of omega. Theta of omega is the phase angle of the transfer function. So h of omega we have already found out, it is equal to 1 plus 1 upon omega rc, 1 upon 1 plus j omega rc. This is h of omega. So angle of h of omega will be equal to 1 upon tan inverse of omega rc, 1 upon tan inverse of omega rc. So we can also write h of omega is equal to minus tan inverse of omega rc. So the group delay Tg is equal to minus d by d omega of this. So minus d by d omega of minus of tan inverse rc. So minus and minus will become plus. Differentiation of tan inverse of omega rc. Now we already know that d by dx of tan inverse of x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. So omega square r square c square and multiplied by rc. Because omega rc, if you differentiate you get rc, and d by dx of tan inverse of x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So 1 upon 1 plus omega square r square c square. Okay. So now only what we have to do is we only have to put the values. So omega is equal to 2 pi of f. So rc upon 1 plus omega square will be 4 pi square f square r square c square. Now you only have to put the values. F is given to us as 100 hertz. So we are finding at f2. So f2 we are given as 100 hertz. Tg of f2. So if we have to put the value, put f equal to as 100 hertz. RC is same because we are using the same low pass filter. So R is 1 kilo ohm, C is 1 microfarad. So RC will be equal to 10 to power minus 3 upon 1 plus 4 pi square. So f square will be equal to 10 to power 4 and r square c square will be equal to 10 to power minus 6. So this will be equal to 10 to power minus 2. So you can also write it as divide by 100. Divide by 100. So when we take LCM, then this will become 100 plus 4 pi square and this will become multiplied by 100. Okay, so 10 to power minus 3 multiplied by 100 is equal to 0.1. So 0.1 upon 100 plus 4 pi square. So this will be equal to 0.1 upon 139.44. And it says that we have to find the value of Tg in millisecond. So in millisecond, if we have to find, then multiply this by 10 to power 3. So this will give you Tg for frequency f2 in millisecond. So if you solve it, the answer will be 0.717 millisecond. So this is the group delay. This is the group delay for the same low pass filter. So in the first part we found out the maximum frequency, and in second part we have found out the group delay. So thank you. I hope you liked the video, you understood the concept. So thank you, and if you have any doubt you can post your doubt. You can post your comment in the comment box. Please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you and best of luck.